Hello everyone! I am so happy that you are here and welcome to lesson number 319 of A Course in Miracles. What is the last judgment? Christ's second coming gives the Son of God this gift: to hear the voice for God proclaimed that what is false, and what is true has never changed. And this the judgment is in which perception ends. At first, you see a world that has accepted this as true, projected from a now corrected mind. And with this holy sight, perception gives a silent blessing and then disappears, its goal accomplished and its mission done. The final judgment on the world contains no condemnation, for it sees the world as totally forgiven, without sin and wholly purposeless, without a cause, and now without a function in Christ's sight. It merely slips away to nothingness. There it was born, and there it ends as well. And all the figures in the dream in which the world began go with it. Bodies now are useless and will therefore fade away because the Son of God is limitless. You who believed that God's last judgment would condemn the world to hell along with you, accept this holy truth. God's judgment is the gift of the correction He bestowed on all your errors, freeing you from them and all effects they ever seemed to have. To fear God's saving grace is but to fear complete release from suffering, return to peace, security and happiness, and union with your own identity. God's final judgment is as merciful as every step in His appointed plan to bless His Son and call Him to return to the eternal peace He shares with Him. Be not afraid of love, for it alone can heal all sorrow, wipe away all tears, and gently waken from his dream of pain the Son whom God acknowledges as His. Be not afraid of this. Salvation asks you give it welcome, and the world awaits your glad acceptance, which will set it free. This is God's final judgment. You are still my holy Son, forever innocent, forever loving and forever loved, as limitless as your Creator, and completely changeless and forever pure. Therefore, awaken and return to me. I am your Father, and you are my Son. Lesson 319. I came for the salvation of the world. Here is a thought from which all arrogance has been removed, and only truth remains. For arrogance opposes truth. But when there is no arrogance, the truth will come immediately and fill up the space the ego left unoccupied by lies. Only the ego can be limited, and therefore it must seek for aims which are curtailed and limiting. The ego thinks that what one gains, totality must lose. And yet it is the will of God I learn that what one gains is given unto all. Father, your will is total, and the goal which stems from it shares its totality. What aim but the salvation of the world could you have given me? And what but this could be the will myself has shared with you? Okay, that is lesson number 319 of A Course in Miracles. I came for the salvation of the world. Yes, but I forgot. I came into this body, into this vessel, for the salvation of the world, to do God's will, but I forgot the way, and instead I made up an illusory will for myself, a will opposed to eternal oneness, arising from the illusory dual perception of subject sees object, an apparent individual perception seen through the limitations of what the body's eyes sees and interprets, rationalized by a fictitious mind that doubts, discredits, and analyzes everything it sees. The fictitious mind that learns throughout time and accumulates knowledge. The one that assigns meaning to the things seen and judges. This is good. This is bad. This is arrogant. This is humble. The one that thinks it knows. I. Seemingly occupying the ever empty mind with absolutely nothing but illusions, with nothing but meaningless thoughts that seem to fill the boundless space with thoughts of limitation and of lack, seemingly filling the empty space with ideas about winners and losers, givers and takers, thinking that to give is to lose, and so it unconsciously chooses to keep in order to win, all while still seemingly remaining a temporal character, still seemingly bound by the same prison mind as all other characters, always chasing for salvation, always chasing escape through its own illusory means, chasing yet not knowing where to find freedom or relief, nor from what, not knowing that chasing and seeking is precisely the doing that veils the will of what is, not knowing that rationalizing, assessing, understanding, making sense of this or not is the very mind activity that opposes God's will, the will of one, the will of love, the will of the present now. And so I forgot my mission, so to speak, by identifying with a fictitious temporal actor in the play, and became distracted by appearances. I got mesmerized by stories and all the inevitable dramas that unfold when I identify with an illusory imposter. And so I forgot my purpose, my aim in the play, which is to awaken from the illusion of I and time, and to share the solution that ends all illusions, conscious presence. presence revealing that separation is an illusion of appearances and that it never happened, that nothing unreal has ever happened, nor could ever happen, that could ever threaten eternal oneness. Because presence reveals that I never happened, that there is no me, and so there is nobody to forget nor remember, nobody to teach nor learn, nobody to save nor to be saved, except from the illusion that I exists and that it needs saving. Presence being salvation's means and end, where illusions come to an end, where nothing and nobody exists. No questions, no doubts, no when, no how. Nothing but presence, completely empty, empty of self, free from expectations, free from the doubter, free from the questioner, free from the thinker, ready for everlasting love to take the final step and reveal itself as the only self, while the illusion of I disappears within boundless space.